Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was one of my favorite movies of 2018. It was one of the most unique animated films I had seen in a long time. Not only was the film beautiful in terms of its animation quality and the aesthetics of all the different art styles that the movie tries to incorporate, but it's also not only a really great superhero movie, an incredible story in general, filled with lovable characters, amazing writing, again, I have to mention the visuals, amazing soundtrack, amazing score, everything you could possibly fucking wish and dream that a movie could have. Quite literally the definition of a near perfect film, man. So naturally, when you see that they announced a sequel to such a near perfect film, you can't help but be a little bit hesitant. But Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the long-awaited sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and the first part of a much grander story, has finally arrived. Everybody has already talked about it, everybody has already given their opinion about it, but I'm so glad to say these words. Welcome back to Does It Go Hard, the show where I review movies, video games, and more. And today, I proudly present you my review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's honestly hard to talk about a movie that pretty much everybody and their mother has already fucking watched and talked about endlessly on the internet or just in life in general. What else can I say that hasn't been said already? I really do not know where to even start this review. If I say anything, I would just be repeating and spouting everything everybody has already said about this film. But I'll try my best to put out my feelings as coherently as possible. First off, can I just mention how much I love these characters, especially Miles. So Miles Morales is literally my favorite fucking comic book character of all time. I mean, let me just show you something. Look, who's that? Who's that right there, huh? Look at my fucking chair. That is my goat. I just love this character. And I didn't even know much about Miles before this movie came out. I knew a few things, but I didn't really know much. It wasn't until I watched the movie where I finally got it. I was like, oh my god, Miles is literally fucking incredible. He, to me, is the best Spider-Man and is my favorite Spider-Man. Miles Morales is my Spider-Man. He's charming, he's lovable, he's funny, he is incredible. He has probably the best story arc, or at least so far, he has the best story arc out of every other Spider-Man adaptation that we've gotten ever. And I know that some fucking comic book nerd might say that, well, actually, this fucking Spider-Man is gonna fuck you, I don't care. But Miles isn't the only great character in this movie. Every character in this movie is incredible. Shit, even Miles' parents. I love how much Miles' parents really play a big role into the themes of this movie. Especially Miles' mom. Miles' mom in the first movie is kind of very secondary character. She doesn't really have much to do in the first film. But here, they really give you a lot more with her. She, in some ways, is kind of the core center of the film because she kind of pushes the main theme of the story. I love Gwen, she's incredible. She even gets a little bit of her own backstory. In fact, I could say that this movie is just as much a Gwen movie as it is Miles' movie. It really does treat these characters very well, and it really handles both of these characters' struggles perfectly well without it feeling unbalanced or kind of out of place in some cases. They really do find a great balance on how to spend time with both of these characters. Peter B. Parker is fucking incredible. He's hilarious. Now he has a daughter, Mayday. I've always wanted this for Peter Parker. I just want this man happy. And I'm glad that this movie finally gives me that. The antagonist, Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, is fucking incredible. I love him. He's such a big fucking asshole though. But you kind of understand where he comes from. It's not a character that you're supposed to agree with, and by the end you do really come to acknowledge that he is in the wrong, but you still understand his fear. You still understand his motivation and why he's doing this. And that's kind of the best antagonist for me, is when you can both understand a character's motivation while still disagreeing with it. And the villain, the Spot, is both hilarious and fucking evil as shit. I want more villains like the Spot in more movies. I want more villains that start as goofy dumbasses that later turn into these maniacal, really evil and threatening presences. Even when he's not present, you still feel the terror of this character. All of these characters are just amazing. They are all unique in their own ways, and I love every single one of them. I just love every character in this movie. The soundtrack and score are fucking beautiful. The soundtrack especially is filled with fucking bangers, my dude. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, you have no fucking idea how many times I've listened to Am I Dreaming or Mona Lisa. I've been listening to the entire soundtrack on repeat. It's that fucking good. And the score is incredible. Each one of these music pieces are incredibly genius in their own way. But specifically, my favorite is Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man 2099's theme. That shit is bombastically badass, man. The writing is incredible, both in its dramatic elements, but also in the comedy. The writing all across the board in this film is just absolutely brilliant. I still have no fucking idea how these people can just make just so fucking good dialogue. The writing just feels so real. When you hear these characters talk, you feel like you're seeing real people talk. You forget that these are animated characters, and you just look at these characters as real people, and that's what good dialogue should do. It should really entrance you into believing that these people that you're watching right now are real, and this movie just does such a fucking masterful job on doing that.
Let's see that. Let's go. Thread the needle.
Over my heels, falling on my head, but all of my feels were already dead. And if I could rewind it for you, if you could remind me of what I felt before I felt.
Look at you.
Look at me.
But of course, I cannot leave here without commenting on the beautiful animation. This film completely blows it out of the fucking water in terms of its animation. If you thought that the first film got real creative with the different art styles and art direction the film does, Jesus fucking Christ, this film is filled with different art styles, different art directions, and it all blends so well, especially when you go into Spider-Man India's universe, which is called Mumbattan, which is a pretty much merging India and Manhattan. It's fucking incredible. The look of this place is so gorgeous, man. I would just be happy with a Spider-Man India movie that just takes place in that universe. I would absolutely fucking love that, man. Early on in the movie, there's a fight against this Vulture variant. I'm still amazed how they did that. Every time I see a clip of that Vulture, I'm like, how the fuck did they did that? I'm still amazed by it. It's been a lot of weeks since I've watched this film, and still I have not been able to stop thinking about it. It's one of those special films that just stays in your fucking head all the time, and you're repeating the film, and you're repeating lines in your head because it's that fucking good. It's that iconic. There is one negative though I do need to acknowledge, but it is related to the movie in a way, and that is that some of the animators that worked on the film in its early production left because of poor conditions. I'm sorry, but I'm just not a big fan of animators, well, really anybody in the industry of entertainment, to be treated poorly, treated like shit. I fucking hate it. I think it's disgusting. And the fact that one of the producers, Amy Pascal, literally just fucking went out and said, well, fuck it, whatever, that's how the movie industry is, that's what making movies is. Maybe, but that's not how it should be. Treating people like shit is not how things should be. It just really fucking pisses me off that this woman literally went out and said this dumb shit. Seriously, fuck off with that. But at least what they delivered was fucking incredible. They made an incredible fucking film here. You created something amazing, something beautiful, something that you should be proud of. You deserve better. But at the end of the day, I absolutely fucking love this film. If you still somehow have not guessed what my rating for this movie is, you would have to be a complete fucking moron to not notice that this film absolutely astronomically, without a fucking inch of a doubt, goes hard. And it goes so fucking hard. This movie fucks, dude. It fucks so hard. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Did you love it? Did you hate it? How could you possibly fucking hate this film? I have no idea. You would have to be a complete fucking idiot to hate this film, or are you just kind of in the middle? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about it. And like always, good day, good night, and stay safe.